What is up? What's going on? Just got back from the range, dude. I had a crazy good day on the range, man. It was outstanding. The rifle match was great, bro. I was shooting my Sig MCX and I absolutely love that gun, man. That gun is super freaking fast. It is always on point. It is violent. It's mad loud, man. People was asking me like, what the hell is that, man? Because I got a Landtech Dragon on that joint and it's it's just freaking insane. But I had a great day shooting, man. I forget how many people were shooting today. I want to say it was like 40 something people that were shooting, but I came in 9th, man. So, and I was in the top 10. I was really proud of that. Like I said, man, the gun was just running, man. And I was actually kind of surprised because I have not shot my MCX in maybe like a year and a half, bro. It's really just been sitting around, but they had this outlaw rifle match. So I was like, let me get out there and see what I could do. So I was out there shooting today. I got some footage from my buddy, Rip Nelson. I'm probably gonna put a separate video together and just have him on his own joint. And this video just be me shooting, cause like, dude, I was feeling so good I was feeling so good today, man. There was a lot of new shooters out there too, right? And it's I love seeing new shooters out there because they just kind of getting accustomed to things, seeing how things work, seeing what doesn't work and putting everything together. But if you have never shot a match, a USPSA match, a steel match, a outlaw rifle match, just anything, I highly encourage you to get out there and go shoot. Go shoot, go see what your gun can do, know your holds, know your weapon system, put it in practice and go figure out what is what, man. I'm telling you, anyone that's not shooting like that, I don't know, I just feel a certain type of way about it, man. Go out there and see what your gun can do. So at the start of this range, right, I had my drone out and I did a flyover over the stage. So I'm gonna do a flyover and explain what the stage looks like. And it was kind of different because they had the normal USPSA targets, but then they also had some mini joints, right? They had some mini USPSA targets. I'd say they're about the size of a C-zone. And it was kind of making things, I would say, slightly complicated. The farthest target was, I want to say 35 yards. 35 yards, the mini C-zone target, and it made things interesting. But like I said, I'm gonna go over the fly-through. I'm gonna fly through the range, show you that, and I'm also gonna do like a little PDF walkthrough, and then we're gonna get on to the shooting, man. But yo, like I said, I had a great day on the range. The MCX was running. It was looking violent. It was sounding violent. I was moving good, man. And Team Hawaiian shirt, man. We out here. All right.
A few moments later.
I almost forgot to talk about this, right? So for this rifle match, I wasn't sure how I wanted to run my setup, right? I knew I didn't want to run a belt for whatever reason, because I didn't know how many mags I may need. And then on my belt setup, I usually only run one 5.56 mag. So in case I needed two for whatever reason, I wouldn't have it. So I ran my ChestRig, right? And the ChestRig worked out absolutely perfect, man. Yesterday I had went to the range and I zeroed my rifle just to kind of see where things were at, and I wore the ChestRig and I did a couple reloads for the ChestRig just to kind of make sure everything was still good, because like I said, I have not shot my rifle setup in like, I don't know, probably like a year and a half or so. But the ChestRig worked out absolutely great, man. I'm gonna run you through that ChestRig and my setup, and then we're gonna go to the next part of the range. So here comes the ChestRig. All right, I think this is a pretty good height. So this is the ChestRig that I wore. It's pretty straightforward. I got a little admin pouch that's on the bottom. You can put stuff in here, and then usually like after I get done shooting, if I got like an extra round or something, I can throw it in these pouches. Or if I got my phone, I can put it in there as well. And then for my mag setup, you can run a couple different types of mags. For mine, it's like a double stack. So you can have a row of mags in the back and you have mags in the front, right? So right now I got 4 mags on here, right? I knew I was probably gonna need at least 2, but in case I wanted to run 3, I had the option to run more. And the way I have this set up, these are real slick inside. These are super flat. It's just like elastic retention. And then inside this inside roll, I have the Kiwi Aztec inserts in there. That way it gives us some more retention. And the reason why I have it set up like that, because then I can run whatever I want, right? I can run rifle mags, I can run Glock mags, Sig mags, I could run my Scorpion Evo mags. I could pretty much run any mag I want. The only mags that won't fit in here is mags that are wider than the 5.56, like a 308 or something like that. Then that won't work. But that's how I run it, right? And it's pretty slick. Like I said, I got my little name placard on here. My little gloves on the side. Didn't really need these. And on the back, you can see I got like a patch on the back. And it says comms because I am the comms guy, right? Just my little IT thing. But this was the setup that I ran, and it ran flawless, man. It was real easy coming through, changing mags, inserts, loading stuff back up. Like I said, got my little admin pouches so I can put anything in there. Extra storage. I got bullets in here. No brass, no ammo, right? Extra ammo. And then store mags when coming on and off the range and things of that nature, or when I walk up to the line and I take my chamber flag out, I can put my flag inside the pouch, and everything is here. It's real slick, it's lightweight, it's breezy. This made sense to me, so that's why I ran that. Another option I could have ran a plate carrier, but I didn't feel like wearing a plate carrier. It's like a little bit excessive, and it was way too hot to be running the plate carrier. I'd say at one point plate carriers was like a thing. I actually got like 3 plate carriers, but I can't tell you the last time I wore a plate carrier for recreational shooting. I have gone to the ChestRig, and the ChestRig just works. And like I said, it was clean and slick. I didn't have to wear a belt or nothing like that. Everything else was loose. I was comfortable, I was breezy, and I was out there doing work, man. But this was the setup that I ran, man, my ChestRig.
More moments later.
Check me out, and we are going up. Listen, if you want a good investment, bro, if you're into video and stuff, get you a drone, man. It is nothing like the drone life. It is so convenient to have. I love flying this thing. It takes excellent video. This is money well spent. If you want to know the specific drone that I have, I want to say it's like the DJI Pro Mini 3 or something like that. But in the description below, I have an exact link to the drone. So if you want to go out and get you a drone, go pick you up one, man. And I want to say I think I paid like $1,000 for it, and I got the one that has the external screen in the control. I highly recommend that. That way your phone is always free, because some drones you get like the you use your phone as the screen, but that's not what you want, bro. You want the control to have everything on there. But anyway, I'm gonna do a quick jump cut so we can go straight to this first stage. All right, so this is stage 1, man, and I'll be a little more thorough once I go through the PDF, but you can see how things are set up. This was a pretty interesting stage right here. There are those mini C-zone targets I talked about. You can see them way in the back over there. I'm gonna zoom in, and you see them way back there. I want to say that's about like 35 yards, that C-zone mini target, but that was a good stage right there for stage 1. Let's fly over to stage 2. Stage 2, you can see what's going on. This was dope. I really like this one. They had the 2 boxes on the side. You run those targets. It was the same on each side. It was mirrored. But then you run all the way up to the front of those barrels, and they got some targets in there and a couple like laying on the ground. That was a dope stage. Stage 3, let's fly over here real quick, see what's going on. Check me out. This was a good stage 2. This was very fast. You started with that table right there. You got your rifle sitting on the table. You got the mag down. You pick it up, shoot some targets. You kind of got to backpedal a little bit, run some targets, and jump inside the box, jump outside the box, run around the barrier, and then shoot some more targets. That was pretty dope. Fly over to stage 4. The stages overall was great today, man. I loved it. I had an absolutely great time, right? Stage 4 was another dope stage. That table that's right there in the middle, you started with your rifle on the table, and I want to say there's an X behind it and you behind that X. Also, way off in the distance, they had some more of those little small C-zone targets back there that you had to engage from the back of the back of that range, or the back of that box. And stage 5, this one, let me see real quick. This was nice too. They had a target. They had a lot of targets lined up on the left side. There was a target on the right side. And this was pretty fast. You run up there, inside there, you got a couple targets. And then on the right side, you had some of those mini ones kind of sprinkled in there too. And there's some behind those barrels as well. But yeah, bro, it was a super fast stages, man, real quick. I'm going to jump to the PDF real quick, and then give you a little more thorough breakdown of how each stage was set up. All right, y'all, this is stage one. Like I said, you start, this one was different, right? You had your rifle sitting on this table right here, and then you had a spare mag right here. You start on the X. As soon as the time goes off, you jump in here. Well, you can go either side, right? I ran all these targets on this side. There's a port. I shoot these targets through the port. Now, you got these 6 targets that's back here. Like I said, this is about 35 yards, and this is those mini targets. Before you engage these targets, you have to do a reload. So you had that mag that's sitting on the barrel, grab that joint, run them, and then step inside here, run these targets, run these. Now, this box, man, on this port, it was so freaking tight, man. Like, my heels were on this back fault line. I was kind of like leaning backwards that way I can shoot these first couple targets right here. But it was like super tight in that little crunch right there. Stage 2, like I said, this one was fast too. You had boxes on each side. I started on the left side, ran these guys over here, ran up, shot these targets from this side, jumped onto this other side, shot these guys, backpedal, ran all these targets over here. And then when you run up on these guys, you got targets here. These guys are behind the barrels. And then these 2 short ones, they are actually like laying down. So you kind of got to lean over the barrels and put some rounds on those guys. That was a dope stage. It was super freaking fast. I like that stage. Stage 3. This was a dope stage too. This is a table. You started with your rifle on the table, loaded. As soon as they say go, I ran these guys up here, ran this guy in the front, ran this guy, ran these guys over here. There was another target over here that you couldn't see. That's not on here now that I think about it. Because I had to backpedal and then shoot this guy that was sitting over here. Jump inside, run all these guys over here. I could run this guy from this side, backpedal. As soon as I come around this corner, shoot this guy and run the rest of these. This was another great stage, man. I think all the stages was pretty much good, to be honest with you. Stage 4, another great stage. You had your rifle on the table right here, both feet on the X. I ran up, and this one you could not. You had your rifle on the table, and it was empty, and you had to load it once you get going. So feet on the X's, I jump up, grab my rifle, I start loading as I'm transitioning this way. As soon as I come around this corner, run these guys, run these guys, run these guys. As soon as you get to this opening, I shot these guys right here, and these were pretty far. I want to say these might have been like 30 or 35 yards as well. Run these little guys, run this guy, and then come around this side, and then shoot this guy over here, come on the outside, and then run these guys. Now, what a lot of people were doing on this stage, they was working from left to right? But when they come in here, they would run all of these targets. They would skip this guy. They would come all the way across, shoot these guys, step in and lean in, and then shoot this guy over here. But dude, I'm short, bro. And I could not do that, man. I had stepped on this fault line and kind of leaned in to kind of see. It was too far for me. So it made sense for me. So as soon as I came in here, run these guys, I was like, I'm going to reload anyway. Do a reload in transition, run this guy, and then come over here and shoot this. And I guess it worked out for me because I want to say I had the fastest time on this stage for my squad. And this is stage 5. This was a fast stage too, man. So they had a bunch of these little mini targets kind of sprinkled throughout. So it made it interesting. Start on the rear fault line. As soon as it goes live, I shot this guy over here, swang this way, ran these guys super quick, run up. As I was coming up, I shot these guys, stepped in a little bit, shot these, sidestep, shot these guys over here, coming around. And as I was coming this way, I ran these guys, this guy, and these guys. Because what some people were doing, if you don't shoot this guy as you're approaching, you're not going to be able to see him. Then you got to come further in and then shoot this guy. And I did not want to do that. So as soon as I started approaching, I ran these guys over here, stepped in a little bit, and shot these guys. But dude, match was like super fast, man. Absolutely loved it. Like I said, I came in 9th. I forget how many again, but I'll put up on the screen. And now the actual shooting. Let's get to it.
Are you ready?
Nope. Checking the mirrors. I need these ears, boy. All right.
Are you ready?
Ready?
Stand by. ready?
Ready?
Stand by. If you're finished, unload, so clear. Clear, hammer down. Flag.
Hands on tape. Shooter, are you ready? Ready?
Yes.
Stand by. He ran just short. Hands on tape. Shooter, are you ready? Are you ready?
Yes.
Stand by.
Are you ready? Stand by.
This is the first time I've shot a rifle match in several months. First time I've shot a rifle match.
If you're finished, unload, so clear. Clear, hammer down. If you're finished, unload, so clear. Clear, hammer down. Flag.
Stand by. Watch your muzzle. Stand by. Watch your muzzle. Now load show clear. Hammer down and flag it.
That's what everyone does.
Red light.
No.
It's going. It is going. It's going.
Oh, yeah, it's on.
Trying to shake me?
Shoot, are you ready? Stand by.
Jesus Christ.
Stand by.
shooting mixed rounds, man. You can tell.